boy Jones.
Yo, this is Sprag.
Yo, it's your boy Cutter B.
Peace, it's your boy Cy Brooks. Yo, this your boy Tony Navan. You already know who I'm rocking with.
You're tuned in.
You're tuning in and you're listening to my guy, 88 Coops, man, podcast
And
about
you listening
Nathan.
to the podcast about Nathan with my bro, 88.
To my jigga 88 Coops, the podcast about Nathan.
On the podcast about
88.
Nathan.
The podcast about Nathan. So stay locked.
Yo, it's your boy, 88, man. You listening to my shit. The podcast about Nathan.
It's the podcast about Nathan, episode 67. I'm back again after a little week hiatus. Once again, I'll thank everybody for checking out the video, checking out the audio, keeping me on my toes, giving me my constructive criticism. You know, I'm loving it. I need that. That motivation. So you can, so you can say, I need that. Like I said, keep me on my toes. You know, keep me thinking, keep me wondering what I could do better, what I could do more. You know, just keep the feedback coming, but don't get too overzealous. But I want to start real quick with some quick shout outs or whatever. You know, some impactful people that pretty much the people that I'm talking about, that normal people that keep me on my toes and all that good stuff. I gotta start with Jesse. I made a post, believe last week on Facebook about, this podcast. This is what I'm doing. This podcast. I should have did this 2 years ago. I'm doing this podcast. Support, don't support, whatever. And Jessie shared it, and she wrote like not a paragraph, but she wrote a little anecdote about why you should share, subscribe, listen, blah, 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 blah. And that's like, I really appreciated that because, I met this young lady less than a year ago. You get what I'm saying? I met her less than a year ago, and when I first met her, she listened to like, I forgot what episode I was up to back then. I was probably like in the 50s or the 40s, and she listened from let's say 48. She listened from 48 back, and that's crazy. Like I don't see myself doing that. When I started listening to Joe Budden podcast, I started at about 77. I didn't go backwards though. Like that's a big dub. So, and when she wrote that anecdote on the post, I was like, damn, like I just met this girl less than a year ago. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to show that I'm really grateful, and that really made me feel really good. Like I'm a sentimental dude, and certain things get me, and that was it. That got to me. I was like, wow, that was beautiful. I barely know this young lady. You get what I'm saying? And it was just beautiful. That's the best way I could put it. So I want to thank her for her support, and keep doing that. Keep supporting me so I can keep supporting you. Pretty much the best way I could put it. Next on my list is my brother Eduardo. He gave me the camera last week. He gave me a tripod. Let me use his Canon SLR, man. And it was ever since I told him I was doing this podcast, he's been, giving me my criticisms, giving me my flowers, and what I should do, how I should do this, how I should do that. And it's great to have that within your own family. You get what I'm saying? To somebody is rooting for you that's actually in your family, because usually family, they don't bother with what you're doing. They don't really care. It's regular stuff. So I want to thank him, and like I said, he keep me on my toes. He one of those people that keep me on my toes, and he the one who hit me on my first YouTube video talking about it was too dark, we can't see you, change the light. So, and as you can see, I changed the light because if your criticism makes sense, I'm apply it. That's what it is. If your criticisms don't make sense, I'm not gonna apply it. So his shit made sense, and I applied it. And I just want to thank him for being in my corner while I'm doing this. I want to thank my man Sprags. That's like my brother. He I knew this dude since I was like 12. He was like, how much years he got on me? He got I think he has 7 years on me. So I was 12, he was like 19. And he's been like my big brother since I was a preteen, and he still is now. Like he really got, I know I could, if I need something, and I'm not talking about podcast wise, if I need some food or I need some money, or I know I could be like, yo, Sprags, X, Y, and Z, I need this. And not all the time he can help out, but when he does, it means something. You get what I'm saying? Because most people won't give you You know, most people won't help you out, and it's beautiful to have that in my corner. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, and niggas know when I got it. You know, you as long as I got it, you got it. I was never a stingy person. Never was a stingy person. That's not my MO. I don't get down like that, and I don't keep people around me like that. That don't give. Like my mom used to say, you give and you shall receive. That shit is true. So I just want to thank my man Sprags, man. He got me. I know I could count on him, and it's not a lot of people you could count on. You could count on certain people rarely, but I know I could go to him and be like, yo, this is what's up. This is what needs to happen. And he'd be like, yeah, I got you. And that's love. Also, who's now? I want to thank my sister Diamante, another one who keep me on my toes. She, my big sis. Big sis. Actually, her birthday's today, actually. Happy birthday to her. Shout out to her. She keep me on my toes with the criticisms, and you should do this, you should do that, you should change the backdrop, you should change this, you should change be presentable, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn, son, like, slow down. Slow down, son, you killing them. You get what I'm saying? And, you know, I just want to think, you know, you see, what people don't understand is that people don't have to take the time out to listen to the podcast. Oh, let me just say, speak in general. People don't have to take the time out to show interest in what you're doing extracurricularly, whatever the word is, extracurricularly. Okay, extracurricularly. So when they do take the time out, it's like, okay, damn, you really took the time out of your day or your job, whatever, your life to listen to this hour. Even if it's 20 minutes you listen to, at least you tuned in, you know, and I'm very appreciative of that. And she tunes in and she be digging into me, but I appreciate it though, because once again, you don't have to take the time out to do that. You get what I'm saying? So, my sister Diamante. Next is my guy, Ron. Ron, he gave himself the title of creative director. That was funny. He actually runs my podcast about Nathan Facebook page. He's the administrator behind that. I don't touch that. So whenever y'all see that, that's not me. That's him. I don't control that page. I don't have the password to it. I gave him free reign. Do what you want to do with it. I'm just the guy behind the mic and the editor and all that stuff. You could do the socials. I don't do the socials. I'm going to control my page. I'm going to promote from my page. You could do the podcast about Nathan page. So that's a big help to me. The reason I didn't do it before was because I really didn't want to. I didn't want to have to do all that work and then still have to turn around, and I didn't want to have to record and edit and do all that stuff and then turn around and have to do the social media. I'm not doing, that's too much. I got a 9 to 5. That's too much. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to thank him for doing what he do with the socials. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's about it, man. The rest of y'all give me your feedback. Y'all give me my flowers, but it's just not as monumental as the people I just named. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to be named with them, step it up, because it wouldn't be fair to them to name them with y'all. It wouldn't be fair. They're here. Y'all not at the bottom. Y'all here. Yeah, they're here. Y'all here. So let's all try to be here on the same page. That way everybody can get their flowers and get their just due. You get what I'm saying? Because without me, there's no y'all. Sorry, without me, there's no y'all. Without y'all, there's no me. Let me say that. And a lot of people that make it and that get on into celebritydom, they forget that. They forget without the people, there's no them. You know, and that's why I don't really mess with DJ Khaled like that. But when he said something like, you know, I love taking pictures with the fans, I love talking to the fans, because without them, there's no me. And that's a fact. And certain celebrities forget that. You get what I'm saying? Certain people don't remember, like, damn, they were once the person behind the screen, tweeting their celebrity, Instagramming their celebrity. They were once that person. And when they get from behind the screen and in front of the lights, now they're Hollywood, and they forget everything that they came from. And even though I didn't make it nowhere yet, you know, I'm in the trenches still, but I'm still grateful that y'all in the trenches with me. So I just wanted to take those 11 minutes to say that. But I don't got that much to talk about today. But let's start with Post Malone. y'all gonna see me touching the screen because I have a touchscreen laptop. I need to use it more. Post Malone released the track list to his upcoming project called Hollywood's Bleeding. I like that title. It says it's a statement. Pops out to me. I'm not the biggest Post Malone fan. He has like his singles. I like all of his singles. Post Malone, White Iverson, Rockstar, Psycho. I forgot what the other. Congratulations. I love his singles. I don't particularly replay his album over and over again, but he does make singles that I'm like, damn, those is hard. And he dropped the track list. It's 17 tracks. He has features, but the features are not with the tracks. I don't know why. So on the project, he has DaBaby, Future, Halsey, Meek Mill, Lil Baby, Ozzy Osbourne, Travis Scott, SZA, Sway Lee, and Young Thug. The Sway Lee song is actually Sunflower. We heard that back in December. That's a cool song, R&B, poppy song. It is what it is. It's a good song. He dropped Circles, which is track 6. He dropped Circles last week Friday. It's up tempo. It's not a rap song. It's not a hip hop song. I could definitely say that. It's more so pop with an underlayer of rock. You get what I'm saying? It's more pop than anything, and it's a good song though. Like it's a good song. I mean, me personally, will I be playing it in the shower? No, but I can dabble with it every once in a while. It's not a dance song either. It's a regular, it's just a pop song, with an underlayer of rock. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, Circles. That was track 6. That's the only song. Oh, other than Sunflower. So that's coming out. This album's coming out Friday. The cover art hasn't been released, only the track listing and the cover art for Circles and Sunflower, of course, but that was mad months ago. So let's see what he got, because matter of fact, he dropped Beer Bongs and Bentleys last April 2018, something like that. So this is perfect timing, coming up on a new album a year and some change later. This is perfect. One thing I believe that artists should be doing at least an album a year, a project a year, EP a year, like some type of body of work yearly. Like you should be doing, you can't. There's no way that you're busy 365 days out of the year. We all have jobs. You get what I'm saying? I have a 9 to 5. I work 5 days a week. I'm not busy every single day. You get what I'm saying? So artists need to stop being lazy, and they need to. I believe the standard should be a project a year. It don't got to be 20 songs. It don't got to be 90 songs. It could be a 6-track EP. It could be a 9-track album, 10-track album. It don't got to be no super long shit. This shit ain't. I made music before. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Maybe sample clearances, maybe trying to get in the studio with somebody at the same time is difficult. But other than that, it's all doable. You get what I'm saying? So it's no reason why you can't drop a project a year. It's no reason why. So Post Malone, Hollywood's Bleeding. That drops on Friday, September 6th. Next, Young M.A., Herstory. His history. So technically, it's Herstory. I don't know if she's pronouncing it like that, but it's supposed to be a pun on history. It's supposed to be a pun on history, so technically it's Herstory. So, nonetheless, it's 21 tracks. This is her debut album. Because she dropped the EP, I believe it was also called Herstory, not about 2 years ago. That's what Ooh was on. Y'all remember Ooh? Ooh, that was an EP, I believe. So, like I said, this has 21 tracks. I've heard Petty Wop. I've heard Stubborn Ass. I've heard Car Confessions. I've heard Petty Wop 2. Yeah, so those came out. Those came out a while ago. Car Confessions came out last year. Stubborn Ass came out earlier this year. Petty Wop came out last year. I know I'm missing something. Oh, Bleed. Yeah. That's so 5 songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs have come out already out of the 21. So Bleed came out earlier this year. Car Confessions maybe late last year. Petty Wop last year. So, anyways, I don't know if this is the cover art. Y'all see it on the screen. I don't know if this is the back of the cover art, but it's her with her hands over her head and her tattoos are like bleeding. Like you see the blood like dripping off. Like that's dope. Like I told y'all before, I'm a sucker for cover art. Cover art gets me. Like that shit. Cover art gets me. You get what I'm saying? So I like that cover art. And I'm a fan of Young M.A. Like I said back in 2016, came out 2016, summer 2016. I said Young M.A. was going to put New York back on the map. Now, when you look at that statement in 2019, that's a bit of an overstatement. Obviously, because she didn't really live up to it. She didn't really follow up after Ooh exploded. Similar to Dave East, she didn't capitalize off her success. Now, Ooh came out 2016. She was kind of quiet 2017. She was quiet 2017. And 2018 is when she really started to drop the loose singles. She started to do the freestyle. She went on LA Leakers, killed that LA Leaker shit. That was on the Busta Rhymes, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. That beat is so hard. She smoked that beat. That was last year. Like 2018 is when she really came alive. 2017 she was quiet, like I said. She ain't capitalized. She should have capitalized when that song was on the radio and pushing shit out. That's another story. But I feel like with this project, she don't got the world's attention anymore. You know, like I said, when Ooh came out, she had everybody's attention because that song was fire. Yeah, they hate, but they broke though. Blah, 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 blah. I forgot the words. The shit was mad long ago. She had the world's attention when that came out. She should have been hitting us hard when that shit came out. But now, I mean, it's cool to drop a project. You just don't got the world's attention no more. You got New York's attention. But I'm gonna check him out. You know, I'm a New York fan. So anytime and she from Brooklyn. So it's like anytime a person come out of Brooklyn, I'm checking him out. So Young M.A. Herstory, that actually dropped September 27th, last Friday of the month. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot about Labor Day. My fault, Labor Day people. So Labor Day was this past Monday, and I didn't attend. I'm not a Labor Day parade goer. I never have. I've always been within reaches of it though. Always. I'm always around it or walking through it. Walking across is the better word, not walking through it. Walking across. This past Monday, let me see. Sunday night was Juve. I came from work, had to take the train. I had to take a different route home because the Eastern Parkway was not Eastern Parkway. I believe Empire was locked off, so they stopped the buses all the way in Bed-Stuy. They stopped them all the way back there. No, I'm lying. Totally lying. They rerouted them. That's what they did. They rerouted them to go around Empire. And it made no sense for me to do that because it would have took me too far out of my regular routes. I'm like, I'm going to just take a different route. So I did that. I ended up getting off at Franklin Ave. For those of y'all that are familiar with the MTA, I got on Franklin Ave. I had to walk about 5 blocks. And while I was walking on Franklin, man, everybody was out. Mind you, it's late at night. It's 11:30 p.m. Everybody's outside on Franklin. Cops is out. People is out. Barricades is out. Everybody's out. Like, you would have thought it was the middle of the day. You get what I'm saying? So, I got home. Niggas on the car on the block blasting music and, late in the hours. I can't be mad because this is where that shit happens. It is what it is. The next morning, Monday, was the actual day of the parade. Now, I usually leave for work around 12. So when I was walking to the train, all the blocks had like tents set up with food was being sold, and I didn't even, on the back blocks they was doing that. Trays of food set up, you know, tents, niggas playing individual music, the speakers is blaring, and I'm like, damn, this ain't even the parade block. The parade block is 2 blocks away. You get what I'm saying? So I got on the train or whatever, went my way to work, came home, man, trash. And that's the downgrade, the down part to those parades. It leaves so much garbage everywhere, man. Easter Parkway was full of garbage. Like, you know, I don't like that, but it is what it is. So I just wanted to shout out to all the Labor Day people that enjoyed, all the Caribbean people that indulge in them festivities. That's not my bop. I never engaged in Labor Day activities. It's just not my thing. Back to regular scheduled program. Well, shit, yeah, that shit for music. Oh, but that shit for upcoming music. New music. A couple of songs came out. Then these specific ones that I'm about to talk about stuck out to me. Because there's a couple of songs that, I mean, it was a good amount of songs that dropped, but these specifically stood out to me. So last week, Wale dropped BGM called Black Girl Magic. Now, what I've noticed Wale is good at great. He's great at making music geared at women. He's great at making music geared at women. Now, back in the day when he first emerged, like let's say his first 4 or 5 years on the scene, women weren't his focal point. Weren't his focal point. I can tell you because I was a Wale fan back in 2010, back in 2009, because he emerged on the scene maybe 2006, 2007. Like, I was a fan back in 9, 10, 11. Though 11 was probably his peak year. You get what I'm saying? And those songs, there were songs geared at women, of course. It's not even a question. You know, Lotus Flower Bomb, obviously. White Linen, Focused. Like, he had songs geared at women, but then those weren't like the singles. Lotus Flower Bomb was the single because that was the only one geared at women. As the years have gone by, he started making songs for women and then pushing him out the most. The Gifted, I forgot what the single. Oh, the Gifted. The single was Bad. Is it bad that I never made love? Like, that was the single. Like, that was the single. There's another one on there I can't remember because that album was so terrible. Clappers, I believe, which was the strip club anthem. Geared at women. When you go to the album About Nothing, the single was The Matrimony. Song geared at women. I forgot. Let me pull it up. There's another song on there that's geared at, like, those are the singles. These are the singles. These aren't these are the, obviously the album cuts too, but they're the singles. Like, you're pushing at women. And to me, that's whack. That's whack because your core fan weren't women at first. I don't even think that they're women now. You understand? Because that's all you cater to now. I'm going to tell you right now. The Matrimony and The Body, those were the singles. Baby, you got a body like a man's. I'm just trying to try it. Like, those were the songs. The Need to Know. Like, these are songs, they're like, those were the singles. Sent for Women, Matrimony with Usher. That shit is whack, bro. Like, next album after that was what? Shine, right? Tell you what the single was on that. My PYT, I remember that. That song was horrible. My Pretty Young Thing, it was a pun off the Michael Jackson song. That was the single, My PYT. Also Fashion Week, that wasn't geared at women, I give them that. But My PYT was geared at women. Now those were his albums throughout the years. Now we fast forward to 2019, well, to the present. The 2 singles coming from his upcoming album, I forgot the On Chill, I believe. That's a song with Jeremiah. That's about women. And then that song that just dropped, Black Girl Magic, and it's like, bro, like, you're corny. You're corny because you keep pandering to the same audience. You're trying. It's not even. Matter of fact, it's not even that you're pandering to the same audience. You're pandering to the audience you believe will bail you out and keep you afloat. Like, he's not slick. You're not slick. Notice Wale doesn't make songs like 600 Bends anymore. He doesn't make songs like Ambition. He don't make songs like that. The Helium Balloon, the Middle Finger. He don't make songs like that because I don't know. Matter of fact, I can't even tell you why. I can't say the 600 Bend song, that was around his MMG days. I give him that. That was probably an MMG thing they was making him do. But then it's like, yo, you just make these songs geared at women and that shit is whack. Like, that's whack to me, son. Like, you're pandering to this one crowd thinking they're going to save you from criticism. That Shine shit was abysmal. She was terrible. My PYT, I wanna love. You gotta hear it. That song is terrible. Like, it's terrible. And he's doing it again with this Black Girl Magic song now. Is it a bad song? No. It's very groovy. It's upbeat. It's very Picture Kunta Kinte by Kendrick, or King Kunta. I think it's called King Kunta. That it has that funk to it. Don't think of the topic. Think of the beat. It has the same funk that King Kunta had. If you heard that song, is what this song has, and it's like, Wale, that's not your box. It's not your bop. It's not your thing. It's not your stilo. Like, you trying new shit to appeal to this crowd even more, and it's like, yo, nah, son, I'm not letting you rock with that shit. That shit is corny to me, bro. Like, you haven't made a regular song about money, clothes, drugs, cars. You haven't done that. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just giving you examples of different shit you could talk about. He keeps talking about women. Everything is about geared at women. And you're trying to get them, black women specifically, trying to get them to save you, bail you out. Shit is whack, son. He had a song in 2017 called Black is Gold. Amazing song. I love it. My damn self. Has a D'Angelo sample. You're my lady. Hey, you're my lady. That shit is hard. Anyways, moral of the story is, so my black is beautiful, black is gold, black is blacky, black is gold, obviously. At the end of the song, he starts naming black women and what they do for the culture. It's amazing. It's amazing sentiment. But then it's like, after everything I just said about what he's doing, it's becoming clearer. Like, you're pandering to this specific demographic. Shit is whack. So, Wale, Black Girl Magic. Check that out if you haven't. Big Sean, Berserk. Featuring A$AP Ferg, sorry. It's a cool song. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's a cool song. Big Sean has actually been releasing music as of late after so long. This is one. He actually performed it at the VMAs 2 weeks ago. I was actually going to report on the VMAs, but then, it's 2 weeks ago. It's old news already. You should have heard about it already. So, but he performed it live at the VMAs with Ferg. VMAs was in Manhattan. It's a good song, it's a strip club anthem, regular shit. It's not a strip club anthem. It's not, but it could be. Let me say that. Because, Round of Applause by Waka Flocka, that's a strip club anthem. Round of Applause, baby, make that ass clap. This is not specifically that, but the beat, the pace, it could be a strip club anthem. So, Big Sean, Berserk, featuring A$AP Ferg. Next is Pusha T, Sociopath, featuring Cash Dough. Now, I like this song. It's too short. I like this song. And I had tweeted about Pusha T about 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, yo, Pusha T really had to grow on me. I wasn't a fan of him back when he was with Clips, early 2000s. Wasn't a fan of him then. I wasn't the biggest fan of him when he was with, well, he's still with Good Music, but when Good Music was at its peak back in like 2011, 2012, 2010, I wasn't really messing with him back then. 2013, nope. 14, nope. 15, nope. He didn't really get my attention until like Drug Dealers Anonymous. Now it's 2016. And I'm like, this song is fire with Jay-Z. Valentino Summers and Wave Runners. Chains on my niggas like slave runners. Drug Dealers Anonymous. How many Madonnas can that Mazda fit? My brick talk is more than obvious. It's ominous. Garage is the phantoms. Ghouls, ghosts, and goblins. Chill. That shit is hard. Drug Dealers Anonymous, that's hard. So like I said, he caught my attention 2016. 2017, I really don't remember what he did then. 2018, Daytona. And a lot of features. 2019, it's a lot of features. And he's killing it. Well, 2018 was Daytona and the Drake beef. 2019, it's a lot of features, and he's talking that talk, and he got my attention. I'm a fan. He's not one of my favorites. I'm a fan, though. And I do check out. I mean, I have all his projects. It don't even make a difference. I have all his projects in my iTunes. I had them for years. Wrath of Cain 2, Days Before Dawn. I said Wrath of Cain. That's not what it's called. Fear of God and Fear of God 2. And then there's Wrath of Cain. Sorry. Darkest. It's like Darkest Before Dawn. That's what it's called. And Daytona. There's another one I'm missing. Oh, My Name Is My Name. Yeah. I have all of those. I've always had all of those. But these last 3 years, yeah, he got my attention. I'm a fan. This song, Sociopath featuring I love Cash Doll. Cash Doll could rap. I love her. I love Cash Doll's confidence. I love the way she raps. I love her voice. I like Cash Doll. And she complimented him perfectly. He was talking that talk, the drug talk, ride or die shit, pretty much. But the song is just too short. The song is like probably like 3:15, something like that. He raps, then it's the chorus, then she raps really short. Like she didn't even drop a 16. Like she dropped like a 12. It wasn't even a 16. She dropped like a 12. So it was him, chorus, her, mad short, chorus again. Then it ended. So this song should have definitely been longer. I like this song. He dropped 2 songs within the last 2 weeks. The second one is Coming Home featuring Lauryn Hill. Now, this is a conscious song. Now, I'm not a fan of conscious Pusha T. Not a fan. The reason why I'm not a fan is because, number one, his voice sounds, this is the second conscious song I've heard from him. Maybe he has more. I don't know. I've heard 2 of them. He raises his voice to a certain pitch and it just sounds weird. He doesn't rap in his regular deep, raspy voice that he does on all the other songs. He brings it up a pitch. I don't like it. And then it's just like it was another song he did with Common. It was called Black America. It was Common, Pusha T, and Gucci Mane. Who's the oddball on that track? It was Common, Pusha T, Gucci Mane, and BJ the Chicago Kid. Who's the oddball on that track? Common. It sounds weird, that combination. You get what I'm saying? And the song was great. The chorus was great. Pusha T it didn't resonate with me. I'm like, you sound too. It just didn't fit you. It just didn't fit him. You get what I'm saying? This too, Lauryn Hill came in at the hook. I'm cool on this. I'm cool on that. It's not whack. It's not my bop. It's not my bop at all. That's it for music. That's all I got for music on this beautiful day. We gonna move on to the Joker. The Joker movie. They dropped the trailer last week. Very dark trailer. Joaquin Phoenix is playing the Joker. Very, he said he had to tap into a different mental state, and the regular actor shit, and whatever you want to go with. But the trailer did get my attention. The trailer, because I wasn't really sold on the movie, wasn't sold on it. But I watched that trailer and it felt really dark. Robert De Niro's in it, but he's playing like a TV show host. He's not doing no mob shit. This shit got my attention. The trailer, it really got my attention. It felt very dark, and it's not because it looked dark. It wasn't during the nighttime. It just, the overall ambiance just felt dark, and I'm like, damn, I could feel, like I felt the presence. I felt it, and they got my attention. Actually, it's funny. I tweeted about them. I tweeted like, yo, this Joker trailer is dark, and I actually ended up getting tweeted by the Joker, the Joker people that run the Twitter page. They tweeted me like, oh, 88 Coops, you'll be the first to know on our future updates and our future blah blah blah. So blah 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 blah. They shit. I was like, what? Shout out to them for tweeting me that, saying I'm gonna be among the first to have future updates and all that shit. So, but yeah, this shit, I'm gonna check that out. Maybe not in theaters, but I'm gonna check it out eventually. Whenever. Cause yeah, I like that trailer. So that comes out October 4th. Next is the Bad Boys trailer. That came out today. Bad Boys for Life, that's what it's called. It's the third installment in the Bad Boys trilogy. Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, obviously. Regular action comedy shit. Trailer. When what got me, because it didn't sell me. I never was a fan of the Bad Boys franchise. It's not really my thing. It doesn't get me like the Rush Hour franchise, and I compare it because those two are both action comedies. They're action comedies. Rush Hour sells me way more than Bad Boys does. Bad Boys, I mean, it's not whack or nothing. It's just I've never been into it. What got me with this trailer was the camera was so clear, and the exterior shots, and I'm like, damn, this shit look good. And it's showing you the exterior views of pretty much B-roll. It's called B-roll. B-roll is when you shoot location or landscapes. That's B-roll. And Miami was just looking beautiful. I'm like, damn. Because we have better technology now. So the Bad Boys back then, the cameras was good. They're not like 2019 cameras. I'm like, this shit is clear. Buildings look beautiful. The sky look beautiful. The beach. I'm like, damn, this shit look good. And that's pretty much all I got on that, because I don't see myself going to the movies to watch this. Nope. I do not see myself going to the movies to watch this. So, Bad Boys for Life. That comes out January 17th, I want to say. Yes, January 17th, 2020. Ice cream truck, wow. Black Widow. That's been announced for 2022, I believe. No, 2020. Sorry about that. May 1st, 2020. The Black Widow movie will be the first movie in Marvel's Phase 4, and unlike the rest of the slate, it will take place before the events of Avengers Endgame. It's one last film for Natasha Romanoff and will delve deep into her past. The idea of a Black Widow solo film has floated around since the character was introduced in Iron Man 2. At the time, she was the only female member of the Avengers, so the absence of a standalone felt jarring. Finally, after all this time, Natasha Romanoff will get her own movie. Me personally, I don't care for Black Widow. I don't care for Natasha Romanoff. A lot of people don't, to be honest with you. Yeah. I'd rather see, another Hulk movie. There's other Avengers that we rather see. We want to see a Hulk movie. You know, we want to see another Guardians of the Galaxy whenever they finally fix up that mess over there. We want to see who else in the freaking Avengers? Like, we want to see them. We don't want to see Black Widow. Like, we want to see Hawkeye. We want to see Scarlet Witch. We want to see them. We don't want to see Black Widow. I mean, we want to see Captain Marvel. Like, Black Widow is an assassin with guns. We don't want to see that. So, but if I don't see myself going to watch this in theaters. I really don't. They would have to promote it really, really well. Trailer has to be off the wall for me to go want to watch to want to go watch this in theaters. I don't see myself going into theaters to see this. So that'll be out May 1st, 2020. Black Panther 2. May 6th, 2022. So we still got 2 years and a quarter to go. Never saw the first one. Still not interested to see the first one because of all the political crap surrounding it. I'm not going to go back into that. The second one, if the same thing occurs, promo wise and market wise and on socials about this political, I'm not going to see that either because I don't like that shit. That shit is tacky. That shit is corny to me. Don't make this shit something that it's not. I seen. Matter of fact, I want to say about 2 or 3 months ago, Master P said something about Black Panther ain't do nothing for black people. And it's like, yeah, wasn't supposed to. And that's the problem. You people, I take that back. People, I'm really meant to say people. People believe that this movie was supposed to achieve some type of, I don't know. I can't even put into words. Like, people thought this shit was gonna, I don't know. Like, people put too much stock into this movie, way too much. Into that movie. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, it's just a superhero movie. That's it. The movie wasn't even on some racial shit. You look at the movie, it was about a dude trying to steal the throne. From what I've heard, and from what I've seen, it was Martin. It was Michael B. Jordan trying to kill Chadwick Boseman. It had nothing to do with whites, black, Latino, Asian, Indian. It had nothing to do with that. So why are y'all making it in real life about that? I didn't understand that. I didn't like that shit. And then when Master P said what he said, I'm like, duh. What was it supposed to do for black people? It wasn't even meant to be like that. It's a superhero movie. That's it. So, Black Panther 2, May 6th, 2022. It's the same shit happening again. I'm not going to see that. Call a spade a spade. Said at Disney's D23 Expo event in August 2019, Phage confirmed Black Panther 2 would be released on May 6, 2022. One look at the jam-packed Marvel movie schedule gives some clue to why we have to wait so long. Me personally, I'm not that eager. Be real with you. I just explained to you why. What's this? So, I have nothing else to speak about. I have nothing else written down. I want to speak about this real quick. Totally off the radar. I just freestyle this. I feel like mental health has to be explained to me. Now, I say that because I need to know exactly what causes, like, depression. What causes people to go commit suicide? Like, I need to know what exactly, like, it is. So is it like something in your brain? You see, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. You see how, let's say you got shot. It hits your heart, or take that back. It hits your lungs. Now only one lung work. So only one lung works because you got shot. You get what I'm saying? Like, something in your body. You broke your ankle because you were playing ball. You were playing ball, so you broke your ankle. What happens in your head Because is it like something literally in the brain, like cerebral, that like clicks and says, "Hey, let me go kill myself"? Or I know this is random. Is there something in your brain that's like that clicks and like, let me go kill myself? Or is it situations that you can't handle that causes you to kill yourself? That's what I want to know. And that's why I said mental health has to be explained to me, because I want to know what exactly is it situations in real life, or is it something in your brain that's literally clicking, not literally, of course, that's clicking, or something in your head that's moving, that's telling you, let me go commit suicide. Let me be depressed. Like, is depression a thing of the mind? Like, is something activating in the mind that's causing you to be depressed? Or is it from situations? I really need to know this, because I've hit in points in my life where I've had no money, where I didn't know when my next meal was coming. I'm not going to say I didn't have a place to live, because I've always had a place to live. But let me just say that I didn't have any money. I was struggling check to check. I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. And yet that's never caused me to be depressed. If the reason for depression is from situations. Let me say that. Let me give y'all that disclaimer. If depression is from situations, not if it's from a mental, something in your head actually happening. If it's from situations. I go to work, or I've gone to work, and I'm fine. I listen to my music. I talk to my coworkers. I talk to my friends. You would never know something was going on internally unless I told it to you. That's why I'm confused, because I've definitely hitting rock bottom. I've been broke. Like I just told it to you. You get what I'm saying? And so I'm confused on exactly what causes depression, because I live my life like nothing's wrong. I still wake up and I thank God to be great. I still thank God to be alive. I usually walk down the block speaking out loud when I'm going to work, like, yo, Lord, I'm grateful to be here. You didn't have to wake me up, but you did anyway. Even though I have $0 in the bank account. I'm just grateful to be alive. And it's like, I don't understand that depression shit. I don't understand that suicide shit. When the weight of the world, I've had the weight of the world on my shoulders. I've had nothing before. I've been in situations that people normally don't come back from. But it's like, I still live my life like nothing's wrong. I dance at work. I be bobbing my head. I be in the zone. I be good. I come home. I play my game. I see my kid. I don't understand. Where exactly does depression come from? Where does suicidal thoughts come from? So you guys have to really explain it to me. I'm going to just leave y'all with that, because you guys have to explain that shit to me, because I really want to know what exactly causes people to be depressed and have to be sad all the time and down all the time and be party poopers, because I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. And I don't want to, I remember on Facebook, I made a post about, this is a while ago. I was like, oh, people with mental health. I just say mental health. It's something about suicide and you're weak, something like that. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I paraphrased myself. I said something like, y'all weak. Shit is weak. And people commented like, oh, it's not about being weak. Some people have something mentally really going wrong. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to let y'all get back to me on what exactly causes depression and suicidal thoughts. So that's it. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. It's the podcast about Nathan, episode 67.
Yo, it's your boy Things Greg C's from Sounds of Vibes Radio.
What it do? It's your boy Rondo.
Hey, this is Jenny from JA Photography.
It's your boy Symphodon, Symphodelis.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy City.
I want to give a shout out to my man 88.
And you're now locked in
And you're listening to the podcast.
And y'all tuned in.
Hey, you're now tuned in
The podcast about Nathan.
to the podcast about Nathan with the homie 88 Coops. You heard?
One and only 88.
With your boy 88 Coops. You know what I mean?